And that was one thing about me was like when I got my income tax, when I got it always went to my kids and bills. Always went to them, bills, bills and them. So when he said that, it kind of hit me like, damn. Now it kind of makes sense of why I be going through these little spouts where I get depressed, because I feel like not only in my relationship and I'm going through, because both of them, I think the second one didn't even never got me nothing. I think he only got me with something twice, or in the first one only got me something once. So it's like I've never felt appreciated. Never felt appreciated, especially like my children always, show like, they were gratitude. But even with these dudes that I was sleeping next to would never. They would do other things for other people, but it was like for me to be going through the stuff that I'm going through with you, and y'all never, not even for my birthday, for Valentine's Day, none of that. Christmas, none of that. Like it didn't make. But then it was my fault too, because I never took out money for myself. I never took out days for myself. But I never could afford to do anything for myself because everything was either for the bills or my children. So you can imagine when my car goes out, like that's when everything kind of hits me. And then at this point too, my daughter's symptoms are getting literally worse. Like she doesn't listen. She has like meltdowns. And at this time, I still don't know what's wrong with her. I'm thinking like because maybe it's the transitions from moving from all these other places is like messing with her, so she's not listening. She's it's like she just always doing like tearing up stuff. It was just got worse. So I'm on my breaking point. And I remember like just I waited till everybody like was asleep, because at this time my son's with me, my daughter's with me too. So I wait till everybody goes to sleep, and I go into the bathroom and I boo-hoo cried. And I boo-hoo cried. That's what really made me stop messing with him completely, because it was like he didn't care that I was in a shelter. It was like he kept asking me how long I'm going to be there, how long it's going to take me to get out of there, how long. Why don't you try to figure out your situation? If you want me to get out of here so bad, because he still kept saying like how he hated being over there. I'm like, you're working. I'm not working. Get you a job so that way you can get us somewhere to stay. Shit, I'll come stay with you at this point. But now when my car breaks down, he doesn't want nothing really. There's no more, what we're going to do. Da, da, da. Now I guess he's sucking up to CC and her family because they have a car. They have a roof over their head. That's when I just was like, yeah, I'm not. It's only going to be about the kids at this point, because four of your kids, no, three of your kids and I are in the shelter, and you don't care. So I started crying in the bathroom, and I was like, God, all I need is a job. All I need is for you to make a way for me to get. I just need you to make a way. I just need you to make a way, because at this point I was like, um, filing for jobs, not getting them, going to appointments, and then having to be there. And so of course a couple of more weeks go by. I ended up having to file my taxes late again, so I'm waiting on that, because I have to wait, make payments for me to file my taxes so I could get my taxes. And me and Gillian was hanging out. Gillian started telling me about the boyfriend. Now she finally meets the mom, but she's like the mom was giving her kind of weird vibes, because he kept introducing her as the friend. But then she ends up finding out the reason why it took him so long, because he ended up getting into a car accident and then got $10,000. Then she finds out he stays in an apartment with a girl. Like he had a whole living girlfriend, but he used his mom's address to make it seem like he was staying with his mom. So of course Gillen was devastated by that. But then once he got the money, he was like, he's gonna break up with his girlfriend and be with Gillen. So Gillen was like, oh, okay. Like eventually, like she just was convinced that he was gonna leave his girlfriend and be with her. I guess he was showing her signs or whatever. But then she was like, this night, right? So, uh, so I'm like, damn. So, uh, my best friend now at this point, oh God, I forgot to say this. So when when Jolene comes and drop my son off, we start talking. So I started telling her a lot, like some of the stuff that was going on while I was up there, because she didn't know. Come to find out, because Gila ended up telling me the same thing. My best friend was going around saying that I ended up leaving her house, not even knowing that I was in a hotel or anything like that, because it was Gila that told her family, who told my best friend. So Jolene said that the night that I completely left her house, um, um, my best friend called her and was like, "Hey, have you heard from Ludi? I haven't seen her. She just up and left my house. I think she went back with her baby daddy. Da da da. This and that. I knew she was pregnant, and now because she walking around, I said pregnant. I was like, Jolene, you was there when they said I was having a miscarriage. We seen the sonogram, and I even told you because I started having my period after that. So what is she talking about that I'm pregnant?" Just like that. She was like, I don't know, but she had called me and she was like, she hates when you do this. It don't make no sense that you keep losing. Now, this is what my best friend is telling Jolene. Oh, that I did all of this for no reason, just to go back to him. I done lost everything. I'm so stupid. Like she's always been there. She was basically saying that she's the reason of why I've been afloat. She's the reason why my every time she needed something, it was her. She was doing everything for me, but yeah, I let this man control my life. So then when I get to Gila's side of the story, Gillian is telling me, oh yeah, she was saying how if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't have been able to take care of your kids. If it wasn't for her, you she always took your kids, and this is how you do her. What? This is supposed to be my best friend. Why are you going around I said, wow, as best friends we did things for each other. We did things for each other. Yeah, you was in a position where you could do more for me than I could do for you, but whenever you furnished your first apartment because of me. You was able to connect with other people because of me. Because a lot of people didn't really like you. They just dealt with you because they liked me. There were things that you were doing, especially with your job, that I knew about. I ain't saying nothing. What? How? I was there for you just as much as you was there for me. That's what best friends do. Oh, that was the end.